Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. I am 99.9% certain I know what this is because it's way too heavy to be anything else. This should be available. I will link it down in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's entirely up to you. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting. Thanks to for supporting me. Sorry. Thanks so much to Miguron for sending this knife in. Make sure that your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. So you don't miss new content, and especially my weekend live stream giveaways. Those are a good time. Okay, wowzers. Wowzers. That's a different box. Miguron's doing a lot of awesome stuff right now. They make really good premium knives. Their prices are really good on their premium knives, very competitive. They've got fantastic OEM precision. Their budget stuff is incredible. Their ultra budget stuff is truly incredible. I don't know that they really have too much competition in that department. They also have a fun, like the head of, it's either the head of design or the head of the company is big into super overbuilt stuff. And I talk about this with him a lot. So what we what we have here, is it gonna say anywhere on it? I'm pretty sure I know. Yeah. So, oh, it's a camping knife. Oh. Okay. So this is called the Omega. Did I have a hand in naming this one? Yes, I did. We've had a good time naming these things. So this, oh my God, what a monster. What a monster. Oh my gosh. Okay, so listen. Let's just get it out and then we'll talk about it. Oh my God, and it has a flipper tab. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. This is 2025, truly, it's a dream for people who really wanted to like get into these crazy overbuilt knives, but either they were inaccessible, either in terms of availability or in terms of how much they cost. Now, make no mistake, this is an expensive knife, but we're going to talk about why I think the price is completely fair. God, it's just like a giant, aggressive arrowhead. It's just insane. Harpoon. I mean, yeah, this is like a harpoon tanto, like a giant harpoon tanto. Okay. Oh, the action too. So these are in LMAX, which I actually think is a... LMAX, in my opinion, makes more sense than M390 on a massive overbuilt knife. If I'm not mistaken, these are somewhere right around 400, maybe a little bit more. Now, that's a lot of money for a knife, but let's consider very specifically all the other... What is this giant key? Oh, it does have a secondary pin. That's crazy. Why are there two holes? Does it have... Sure, it doesn't have two pins. Why would there be two holes there? That's weird. In terms of other, like, people are going to try to compare this with other, just whatever they consider to be overbuilt knives. Let's consider all knives at this thickness first. All folding knives at this thickness. And let me tell you, there are very few at this thickness. It's easily the biggest chunk of LMAX that I've ever seen. There's enough LMAX here to make at least four knife blades. So, 423 thousandths. It's one of the thickest pocket knives I have ever shown. There's only one pocket knife I think that's the same, or maybe slightly. I think the Ultimate Alpha Beast might be slightly thicker. The problem is, though, is that knife is just D2. Yeah. Sorry, I was measuring it here. But only slightly. As far as other knives that are this thick and made with premium materials, LMAX and, in this case, LMAX and titanium, it doesn't have much competition, and the competition that exists is wildly more expensive. Wildly. So this is the stop pin here, and so does it have like two... Like, okay, so if you want to lock it, well, you can lock it in either position. That's odd. I wonder why. I wonder why there's two of these. I mean, it works either way. The idea here is to give it an additional stop so that not all of the force is going directly into the frame lock. It keeps the knife from disengaging. Weird, though, that there's 2 holes. Maybe I'll have to have that explained to me. And then it looks like you've got a little place to store the pin right here. Yeah, so you can keep the, I mean, it looks like a giant grenade. So you can keep it back here if you want. I think you can probably screw it in the other way as well, maybe. Oh, no, it's only threaded from one side. Okay, same thing here. Yeah. So as far as massively overbuilt knives go with premium materials, this is really fun, by the way. It's huge. Yeah, no, the only other thing that exists is the PMP, the standard PMP Alpha Beast, and even the new Ultimate Alpha Beast is wildly more expensive than this. Wildly. Now, I think that they're made in Italy, but I also think it's just D2. Even if they do like M390 or whatever, still insanely more expensive. Here's my original PMP Alpha Beast. This one's in Damasteel. This guy is quite literally slightly thicker. I believe the original PMP Alpha Beast was like 400 thousandths or slightly less. This is 424 thousandths of LMAX. But this guy was way more expensive. And the most recent PMP Alpha Beast, like they did them in, I think they did them in M390, and they were at least $700, at least. Miguron, while, again, this is an expensive knife, it's a lot of money to pay for something that is essentially a functional novelty. I mean, that's what this is. Oh, but it is pretty sharp, though. We'll do an edge test. It's a lot of money. But for people specifically wanting this big, crazy, silly, goofy, overbuilt, style of knife, but they want premium materials like LMAX and titanium. They want it to be put together in a way that's, yeah, I mean, it's sharp enough to cut. How about this one? Yeah, actually, that's saying more of a tear than a cut, but it will. If you're looking for premium materials, you're looking for massive overbuild. Now, I'm not talking regular. I'm not talking, someone always brings up, what about the Praetorian tie? The Medford Praetorian tie, the thickest version of that knife that they make regularly, I know that they made 1 or 2 special versions that were like 300 thousandths or 350 thousandths or whatever. But the ultra thick version, not the T, that's 190 thousandths or about a fifth of an inch. The tie is only a 1/4 inch. So this knife completely and totally dwarfs one of the most famous overbuilt knives ever. Arguably the knife that got the trend going in the first place, right? This dwarfs it. We've blown the doors off of that, right? But that knife being built in the United States, I think those things start maybe at $1,200, maybe $1,500. I'm not sure what they start at anymore. This is obviously a Chinese knife, but even the competition, Miguron makes all of the best competition for this. If you're looking for, knives at a 1/4 inch or 300 thousandths or 350 thousandths or whatever, between the Arma and the Geddon and the big versions and the small versions, they've got all of that covered, and they still are priced better than any realistic competition. And again, when I say realistic competition, I mean premium materials, premium blade steel, sometimes even DLC coated, and then most importantly, the actual thickness of material. Which, if you're looking for basic utility, all of that is trivial, right? This is not these aren't built for people looking for basic utility. These are built for people looking to scratch the itch of just owning one of these mega ridiculous premium overbuilt knives, really just for fun. I think the coolest thing about this knife is the fact that it has a flipper. The only other massive overbuilt flipper knife in these dimensions, the only thing that comes close is the Arma XL. And the standard Arma. They have flippers, right? While the Geddon is a thumb stud. But this is bigger than both. Bigger and thicker than both. You can use the slot to reverse flick it. The T10 is just, I can't believe they got that. And then the flipper tab is insane. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. I'm a huge fan of these crazy overbuilt knives. But yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty reasonable with the price tag for what it is, right? For the target audience. Milled out for weight reduction. It doesn't necessarily feel monstrously heavy. So I actually have, here's a Geddon right here. Their second thickest, the Geddon here. Let's weigh this guy, the Omega weighs almost a pound, whilst the Geddon weighs 11 ounces. Now, the Alpha Beast actually does weigh a pound. Where did that thing go? How do I lose a knife that's that big? Oh, here it is. I put it back in there. So the Alpha Beast, which is actually not quite as thick, weighs over a pound. I think maybe just more heft and weight in the scales. Or maybe the blade actually, even just because of the blade shape. Does the blade weigh more? That's a pretty hefty... It's a pretty hefty blade. A lot of material there. I'm not sure what's causing that one to weigh more. Does this have a lock bar insert? Yeah, it does have a lock bar insert. That's crazy. And then the Ultimate Alpha Beast, which again is cool, but it's like it's just I don't think they're using a premium blade. So this weighs 1.4 ounces. Now this is a big, like super long knife, right? Not much difference though in terms of the blade stock thickness. It's only slightly, the Ultimate Alpha Beast is only slightly thicker, but this is I'm just going to say it just feels like a way more premium knife, and it costs substantially less. I love my big, stupid, overbuilt knives. They're just fun. Yeah, this might be the ultimate answer for a lot of people looking for this type of thing, like looking to save in like literally hundreds of dollars. Pretty cool. Obviously an insane thing to adapt to if you're actually going to carry and use it, and it will make literally everything that you do less convenient than like anything that you would need a knife for. This will do it in a way that is far less convenient than essentially any regular pocket knife, but it's fun, right? And that's the whole idea. You'll get a review on this. It'll be a few weeks down the road from now, but yeah, you can expect a full review on this knife. This is really cool though. I'm glad that they decided to do it. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.